Hello everyone, and welcome to a match today between King of Kings on the Radiant side and Full Noob on the Dire side. My name is Radnor, and I will be casting this match today. Excited to see this get underway, and it looks like the draft is beginning, and we'll see where it goes. And first ban out for the Radiant will be Nyx Assassin, and first ban out for Full Noob will be Batrider. Pretty basic ban so far. You'll see Keeper of the Light coming out. Don't want him pushing your lanes when you're not ready for him. And one more ban from Full Noob, and they will be finishing that up just shortly.
10 seconds remaining.
And we'll be going into the pick. And you see a Bane coming out.
Radiant team.
Pretty standard bans across the board. Don't want that lasso and the initiation of the Batrider. I was going to say, we're going to see the Magnus come into the pick here. Good initiator there. That RP ability has great potential for the team. Can cause some major havoc, even if you're behind. I've seen amazing plays come out of a good RP, especially with a refresher orb in the late game. You could see 2 RPs come out, potentially just wipe the team very quickly. We see the pick
5 seconds remaining.
Is in Full Noob's court. They are going to be going into a little bit of reserve time here, and they're weighing their options carefully, knowing that they are going to have to be going up against the Magnus. Very careful consideration coming in from the Full Noob team. They do not... I mean, they have options to weigh. They can go with the IO Chaos Knight combo. They're going to go with a Life Stealer, just picking him up in the first section to make sure he does not get banned out in the second ban phase. He does have great potential to be banned out, and we do see him being picked up here. And a Leshrac is also being picked up. That Diabolic Edict has great ability to push and break down towers. The Split Earth is a great stun and disable for your team. Good picks here so far. As for King of Kings, they've got quite a few options to weigh. They can... We might see a carry come out here before they get banned in the second phase. And instead we're going to see a Rubik picked up as well as a Jakiro. They went for their supports early on. Did not want the Rubik being picked up by Team Full Noob. That locks off the ability for Team Full Noob to pick up that RP against them. So we are going to see the Rubik and the Jakiro. Great pick for Jakiro with the Ice Path. We've also got the Micropyre. Been seeing a little bit more action from the Jakiro lately, and Nature's Prophet will be being picked up by Team Full Noob. Great split push potential. His ability to teleport anywhere on the map can cause some major problems, even very early on, and we do see the IO being banned out here. They do not want to go up against an IO-CK combo. That the ability to give that to a team, either team, that can cause major potential problems in the late game. Once that relocate comes out from the IO, even if it's not with the Chaos Knight, you can see it paired up with the Tiny, with a Sven. I mean, you have good potential with that IO, and there's so many heroes that he can come in with,
10
and
seconds remaining.
it could cause some major problems for any team going up against him. We are going to see a gyrocopter coming out in this phase of the ban. We're probably going to see a Phantom Lancer coming out. We do see a Lone Druid coming out. No real surprise here in these bans. Pretty average bans across the board. Gyrocopter does great damage late game. With the call down, with the homing missile, he has slows and stuns, as well as the huge damage potential that he has with his flat cannon. Lone Druid, you do not want to go up against that tanky bear. It can take you down and take your towers down quite quickly, especially with that entangle. Great stun, and that thing comes out when you are not wanting to see it.
Radiant team back.
We see a Luna coming out. She has great push potential, especially with that glaive and the Eclipse. Pretty standard bans. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Phantom Lancer in this phase of the bans. Unless, of course, the King of Kings is going to try to pick him up. It would surprise me if he makes it through, but hey, I've seen it happen before, and I'm sure I'll see it again and again. There will be Puck being banned out, and that finishes up the bans for the King of Kings. And actually, a Darkseer is being banned out by Team Full Noob. We do know that there's going to be a hard carry being picked up by King of Kings. They've got many options here, and we'll be able to see whether they're looking to bring this into the late game or trying to finish this in the mid game, which they have the potential with the telekinesis and with the ice path, as well as the RP. They could be coming in and causing some great damage. We'll just see where they decide to go from here.
Reserve time.
They are going to be going into their reserve time just a little bit here. No real surprise. They want to get good picks, and with this Nature's Prophet and the Leshrac, you have great counter push ability from the Nature's Prophet, the ability to quickly take down a tower with Leshrac. Lifestealer has great ability to live through most situations, and he is not someone that you want to be going up against late game, and it makes sense. So they're spending that little extra time they need in order to figure out exactly which carry they want to go with in this match, and we are going to see the Phantom Lancer come in. No real surprise there. Great late game potential, and since he did make it through the pick, it's no surprise to see him. He is going to be going up against an Alchemist on Team Full Noob. As you see, great potential with that Grievel's Greed to pick up gold. A big gold advantage for himself. His Unstable Concoction can do a great stun if it does not stun himself. This is going to be a good match for sure. 2 more picks to go, 1 for each team, and we're going to see where they're going with these last 2 picks. Okay, and we're down to about 20 seconds in reserve time left. They are being very careful on their last pick here, trying to decide not only who they want, but who they can go with to cause the greatest damage. And they are going to pick up the Tidehunter. Great potential with that Ravage. great picks by the team so far. We do have one more pick in coming from full noob, and we should see that coming out here very quickly. And it will be a Treant Protector. Have been seeing more action from him in the professional games. That overgrowth can cause a 3-second stun, which will do some big things even early on. The living armor, I have seen matches change totally due to heroes going up against another hero with living armor. Normally a hero that you could take out in the early laning phase has potential to live with that living armor, as well as the ability to heal up the towers, which can definitely cause headaches for any team going up against a Treant Protector. We are going to see
10 seconds.
Misa on Lifestealer. We are going to see
Prepare for battle. Go!
okay, we're going to see He Always Smiles on Tidehunter, Jack Frost on Rubik, GSU Devil on Phantom Lancer, 911 on Magnus, NTTT on Jakiro. We're going to see Misa on Alchemist. We're going to see Ares on that Treant Protector. Marsupilami on Lifestealer, TT on Nature's Prophet, and Tell Me Why on the Shrek. As for the laning phase, we are going to be seeing what looks like an Alchemist mid, a tri-lane up top of Lifestealer,
30 seconds.
Treant Protector, and Leshrac, to be met by a Tidehunter in mid, Magnus on the top lane by himself, and a tri-lane on bottom of the Phantom Lancer, Jakiro, and Rubik, to be met by the Nature's Prophet. As you see, Quick Ward comes out to keep an eye on this rune. They want to give the advantage
For good and all.
to that Tidehunter very early on, with the ability to keep an eye on those runes. And as you see, the wards come out for the Dire as well. The double damage is picked up by this Alchemist very early on, and we also see the ward come out up top for the Dire team. Magnus is going to get some harassment up top. Not too bad though. With only a level 1 Split Earth and the rest of his team not there to initiate, they wouldn't be able to take down the Magnus just with the Shrek on his own. And no surprise here, we've got the Nature's Prophet actually in the jungle. They are going to abandon the bottom lane, and that's going to leave this Jakiro to be getting some farm in the Radiant jungle along with the Rubik, leaving Phantom Lancer to his own on this bottom lane. And we're going to jump back to mid and see how it's going here. Of course, we're going to see the Grievel's Greed being leveled up very quickly by this Alchemist. He wants that extra gold he can get from every last hit. And you are going to see the Acid Spray coming out. Great potential there with the damage over time and the armor reduction.
Invisibility. By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
And you see the Nature's Prophet coming in. He is invisible. He's going to give that harassment to that Phantom Lancer on the bottom lane, but the Phantom Lancer is going to just run up through the jungle, use a tango, and heal out. No real engagements going on yet. The Magnus has not been able to pick up any experience. Great control by this Dire team. With Magnus with 0 experience gain, he hasn't even been able to get anything. He is going to skewer out. The open wounds are committed. Trina's going to come in and body block and get the kill on the Magnus.
Blood from a deep cut notch. The red sap flows.
And we're going to see just initiation on the Alchemist. The acid spray is up. It's going to keep back both the Jakiro and the Tidehunter as he sits there and gets the farm he needs, as well as gets the assistance of the living armor from that Treant up top. Down on bottom, we're going to see Nature's Prophet is actually going to fall from the Rubik, and the Phantom Lancer gets the last hit on the Nature's Prophet. He was just a little too far into the initiation with the Phantom Lancer here. Wasn't able to stand up once the Rubik came in and give that assistance that was needed. Good teamwork here. It is 1-to-1, and some major harassment coming out from those Treants from the Nature's Prophet, trying to take down the Phantom Lancer even from
I sprout anew.
from beyond. We do see the Alchemist at level 6 already. He already has up the Ring of Health, which he just turned into Perseverance. Again, that Grievel's Greed, it has great potential to help add gold to this Alchemist. Down on bottom, that Phantom Lancer is tied for first currently with the Alchemist. As far as net worth, Alchemist will be winning due to that Grievel's Greed at this point. But as the Phantom Lancer grows, he'll be able to pick up items, which should help him be able to keep pretty even with that Alchemist as we get into the later game. We see initiation on the Magnus again. Open Wounds is cast, Impale's cast, or Infest is cast, and he drops very quickly to that Life Stealer. Even with Jakiro there to back him up, not really a whole lot he could do. The Jakiro is only level 3, Magnus was only level 2, and they're already going up against a level 4 Treant, a level 4 Leshrac, and a level 6 Lifestealer, as we did see the Infest come out. So, I mean, a Lifestealer with Phase Boots and Infest already at this point in the game against a level 2 Magnus has a major advantage. As well as the fact that if you look, he has that living armor that the Treant is very kind to share. The Ice Path is committed, but again, the living armor is going to literally heal up this Lifestealer all the way to full before you know it. Great support there from the Treant. Initiation is cast. Alchemist is going to go in, take down the Rubik. There is the teleport in from the Nature's Prophet. They are going to try to go on to the Tidehunter, but he is going to get out of there safely. They did pick up the kill on the Rubik mid. Phantom Lancer down on bottom, just getting his farm. He needs to keep up on top of that. If he does not stay aggressive on farming, he can end up very quickly losing to this alchemist. As you see, the bottle is brought to Tidehunter in the middle. He is able to get some mana back up so he could use that Ravage if wanted. And then we're probably going to see the initiation come out on the Alchemist mid. With the Rubik comes in, Telekinesis is cast. You're going to see them quickly Ice Path, block him in. Lifestealer, or not Lifestealer, but Tidehunter comes in with the Ravage. They are going to try to take down this Alchemist. The Sprouts comes up, Tidehunter falls very quickly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And the Alchemist stays alive due to that living armor. Again, great play here. Just shows that a Treant on your team can help majorly. They're going to go and drop this tier 1 tower very quickly. There's no way it's going to survive here. The Nature's Prophet, the Leshrac, there was no luck going for it at all. And Nature's Prophet's going to push down into this neutral camp here. We're going to go take a look at our Phantom Lancer. He does have the Diffusal Blade up, and once that Courier gets back to base, we should be seeing it come out to him very shortly. As for Alchemist, he is there it was, the Battle Fury. I was going to say, he should have something coming to him. He has the Battle Fury, which is going to be helping him. And the Radiant lost their Courier.
Even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
The Radiant's Courier was picked off. That's going to set them back a little bit. You do see Mana Boots out on the Tidehunter now. Standard Boots on the Rubik. Not really a whole lot in the way for this Jakiro here. They are going to be pushing this tier 1 tower, but it does currently have the living armor on it, and we're going to see that living armor come into play over and over in this match. That Treant is being very, very smart with his use of that living armor, and not just keeping his team alive, but as you see, 51 damage was done to this tower. They pushed forward and only were able to do 51 damage.
Run, little bottom tower. Run.
We're going to see more damage done here.
Dire structures are fortified.
But with the fortification being called out, no real surprise. We see a Telekinesis coming up on this Lifestealer. He is chasing after the Rubik here in the Radiant Jungle. Open Wounds is committed. He's going to come in. Phase Boots are committed. We see him quickly drop the Rubik. He saw the Ice Path come in from the Jakiro, but he is just traveling his way through this Radiant Jungle, looking for who else he can take down. We see the Sprouts come out on Tidehunter. Ravage comes out. Open. Wow. We see the Entangle come out. Lifestealer comes out and causes so much damage so quickly. He's able to take down the Phantom Lancer. The Tidehunter falls. And believe it or not, Nature's Prophet is able to survive again with that living armor from the Treant. So effective. And they're going to push this bottom tower, and it is going to fall very quickly again. That Diabolic Edict does tremendous damage to towers, and the team's going to come in and take down the tower along with the help of the Treants.
And I don't mean in love.
No surprise, he casts the living armor on this tier 1 bottom tower. And if you watch the health go up, it goes up very quickly. We do have vision up from the Dire in the Radiant jungle. They are trying their best to cause problems for this team. We're going to see a TP come in. There is initiation on the Alchemist. You've got Magnus. He does commit the RP on the Alchemist. They're still having a hard time taking him down.
Bottom tower has seen better days.
Failure is just another kind of success.
And you see him immediately buy back. The Magnus was quite hurt in that. We hear an open wounds. Jakiro falls very quick. This Life Stealer is coming in. He has the living armor on. He is going to be chasing this Tidehunter into the trees. We see him taking damage very quickly. Magnus comes through and skewers. He is sprouted up. Alchemist will be lifted by the telekinesis, but no. Magnus falls. Rubik is going to try to run away, but we see that the open earth is committed. Lestrat comes in from the other way and takes him down. This is going so well for this team. The Ice Path is committed. We see Phantom Lancer and Jakiro coming in, but all that this Dire team has to do is come and cause tremendous amounts of damage to this tier 2 tower on top. The Ice Path hits the Alchemist, but as you saw, open wounds is committed and Jakiro drops almost instantly to the Life Stealer. The person with the least amount of health again has that living armor on him. He casts his Shadow Blade. He is going in. He is going in aggressive. Rubik falls almost instantly. The Acid Spray comes out. The Ravage does hit the Alchemist as well as the Shockwave. He is coming in, still trying to take out the rest of the team, but they decide to back off. He does have the Unstable Concoction out with the Shadow Blade. He is going to be able to get it off. He hits Tidehunter, but is going to back off.
Bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
Great use of that living armor. As you see him walk away, he's walking away with a good amount of health. Treant is running here across the tree line. No surprise to see him have living armor up to level 7.
I feel sad.
And I'm willing to bet, yes, he's casting it on this bottom tier 1 tower.
Is the weakest tower.
Every time he has a chance, he is going to be casting it on this whenever they're not in engagement in order to bring the health of this tower back up. And as you see, it's working quite effectively. We're going to see initiation down here on the bottom towards this. Rage is committed. They're going for the Rubik. Rubik falls very quickly. The Ice Path is committed. We're going to see the Shockwave come out onto Jakiro. Falls from the Nature's Prophet. They're just not having any way to come in and counter this combo of this Dire team. Again, Treant is in the middle of the fight, ready to cast that living armor at a moment's notice. Great game potential here. Even with the Shockwave harassment, you've got the Treants. We hear the steel come out, and Rubik is going to steal the Rage. He is going to cast it and try to get away from the Rage of the Lifestealer himself. Phantom Lancer is going in, but again, Lifestealer causes too much damage too quickly. Lifestealer is going to go invisible, trying to get out of there. But as you see, Tidehunter fell and Magnus fell. There is no way to stand up to this. Just no physical way. And there it is. The GG is called. Yes, they had a Phantom Lancer, but this game went so quickly and so aggressive on the way of this Alchemist and Lifestealer. With the Treant, it is no surprise to see a GG called at this point in the game. 17 minutes in, and we already see the GG. I'm truly not surprised.
Excuse me. Were you aware that the Radiant barracks were being attacked? Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Sayonara.
Holy shit!
We see a Gem of True Sight coming out for Leshrac. I guess it was not a... I guess it wasn't a unanimous option. And we do see the level 4 Dagon out on the Lifestealer. That was one thing he was using very early on, was a level 1 Dagon. Just doing that immense damage very early on. The Ravage comes out, the Ice Path. They are trying to take down this Dire team, but even with their best skills active, you see this whole team just gets wiped out in an instant here. No real surprise. It is very hard to fight against a leveled up Alchemist. He can do immense amount of damage all by himself, followed up with a very aggressive level 4 Dagon holding Lifestealer. You see these towers fall almost instantly, and that Treant Protector has again had perfect use of this living armor. No surprise that this game is over so quickly. The GG was called even without the other team dropping out. There's not really a whole lot they can do to counter them.
The Radiant's innocent courier has been slain.
Now they're just, you know, trying to see if they can even kill the team. The Skewer will bring Alchemist into the fountain. And the Alchemist will fall, but... And it looks like Leshrac will fall here as well. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a true GG. We do see the Ice Path come out on the Lifestealer. The Lifestealer is able to bring down the Phantom Lancer. The living armor is cast on him. On the Leshrac, we see him quickly burn through Tidehunter. Tidehunter buys back. We see the Skewer bring in the Treant, taking him out. Quickly, they're going to go onto the Leshrac down bottom. We see the open wounds and the Sprout come out on Tidehunter. Rage committed. He is going in. The Micropyre comes out. Shockwave damage on Leshrac.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
Again, open wounds Sprout. Magnus is... The only way they can really kill anyone is by skewering them into the fountain, or whole team committing on one single team. And as we saw, that's just not...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Telekinesis comes out onto the Treant, just trying to keep him away. They're not even trying to take him down. We see the Overgrowth come out. Phantom Lancer is going to try his best to take down Treant, but again...
The Radiant should really do something about that.
Triple kills! Pull roots and run!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, if you look at that Alchemist, he is...
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Holy shit!
His attack speed is 0.27 seconds per attack. He is doing so much damage so quickly. He's got a Mjolnir, a Mask of Madness, a Blade Fury, a Shadow Blade. No surprise, the Dagon comes out, takes down Tidehunter inside of the fountain. The Micropyre is committed. I mean, it was game over a while ago, guys. This was a great match between Team Full Noob and King of Kings. King of Kings had a chance if it could have gone to late game, but we saw that it did not get that far into the game. I do want to thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Radnor. I was your caster this evening. My videos are available on Twitch and YouTube. I'm glad to be part of this, and thank you for tuning in tonight, guys, and have a good one.